Have you any news?
So, welcome back to the adventures of Shiaryu in the usual big Morrowind World. And I think she's Shiaryu Roston. We are in Eldrune. And we have lots of things to do. Let's see. I think we had also a Lalu quest. Here it is, the disguise quest for the House Lalu. And we already spoke with Neminda. So in theory we could go back to Balmora and go on with that. Could be something good to do soon. Or we could do later, because we are not ready to join House Riderun, I think, yet. So we can do other things while we are here, probably. That's the classic quest to get things from hyenas around us. But there are a couple ways you can do the quest, and usually I try to do the diplomatic way, talking with hyenas, but I don't know if we have enough persuasion to do something like that.
What can I do for you, friend?
Oh, and we must find this book, probably in a library in Vivek. And we can talk with people here. And I think
great day to go shopping, Outlander.
Wow.
You are welcome here.
Oh, and maybe I did not talk about it, but I'm using an interesting mod. I don't remember the the name of the mod. Also because I think it's been released like a separate part and then included into another one, but it's an MWSLU mod, I think. But in short, it is adding a sort of greeting to all the NPCs with whom you barter. And it's pretty nice because in standard game only a few of them have greetings, and now it's more or less all of them, and they have proper greetings for the proper race and sex and so on. And one thing about this vendor here is that usually he has a good quantity of heather, and these ingredients is well, it's easy to find, so it's very cheap, but it's very useful to make potions of feather, because I think, especially at low level, the feather potions are really something useful, because you don't know enough spells yet, and you have not much money, so you can't really pay for enchanted things or be able to enchant things yourself. But making a feather potion is not really so hard, and the ingredient is very cheap, and you can find it also a very common flower in the Ascadian Isles and so on. And you have just to find some other ingredients to mix it, and I think the standard one is scuttle, but scuttle is more rare and less cheap. But if you're using some Morrowind crafting, I think there's also some other ingredients giving you that magic effect. So I think it's not so hard to get some potion of feather, and they are pretty nice to have when you have to carry a lot of things and you are still not so powerful. And so, as we are here, we have a little money, we can buy some heather.
What was that about?
And I think we talked with the lady here
If I can
already.
help, I will, but don't take too
Yes,
much. This
you
better be
fine. We have
important.
also started the quest with her. Going to Altown to meet up with you, Fina. You already went there, but I think it's better to. We have some spam here. No thanks. And I think this quest is better done when we are ready to talk with Asphalt and Tabolis about that key that should be ready in a few days. So for now we will do something here in a room.
Greetings, Outlander. Do you seek my services?
And we have an Argonian called, hopefully I will be able to see his name, not really.
The traveler seeks answers.
And these are mysteries from the QBBB mod. I'm not able to understand why. Some very few NPCs do not show their name, but we can live with it. Oh, and we have another Brighton here. Ah yes, my dear friend Manis. Ah, could be another quest. Oh, and she's Yashka. Yeah. Oh, she has...
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
Let me see, we can... no, it's not really transparent, this side. It's night, 8 p.m. So I'm not sure. Don't think we can enter houses. Oh, we have an amulet of stamina. That's good. Let's see. We could try and explore a little more the Underscar. Now that we have Yashka. So this is my personal version of the Underscar, which is based on my Underscar circuit, which is sort of closing the gaps between the main platforms circle in the Anaska, so you can go everywhere just walking, avoiding to go to the center every time. And then I took the original version of... Oh, memory errors? Big problem here. Coming from... this is not something very common. I hope that's not some problem with some Lua mod. Or with my memory. Could be. But usually you crash for other things. Memory pointer error is something unusual. But one thing is true, there's nothing like Morrowind to test your computer problems, because it's very regardless of not really taxing your graphic card, but it's really something stressing your single core where your game is running, because it's not a modern game, and the original Morrowind executable is just running in one of your cores mostly, and really stressing it. Also, I think with all these mods, memory is really also stressed. At least the memory quantity you can use with this kind of old programs. And then we have all the mods. I'm not sure I can use a restore game safely, so better to load this one. I never really tried using a restore game because I'm not sure. But luckily we have a nice program which is doing automatically saves every few seconds. Let's see if the problem repeats. Okay, I will save just to be... Maybe I'd better to set the messages on the chat to last less time, because I usually receive more spam than interesting things. Anyway, I want to show you this thing. We already started, I think, exploring part of the... Basically what I did is remove some lights from the version of Epic Eldrune interior and make new rooms for every scenic door which was not not linked to anything. So now they are all linked to some sort of storage places. And there's also a different version of this concept. I think the original mod is called Elderun X, like expanded, which is similar, but I think that there are more interior, like small caverns where poor people live, not in Velotti style, but similar to the ones that are in I think in Cool, maybe. I don't remember where they are. It's the city where there's also the Imperial Legion to the north, to the northwest of Vandenfell. So it's a different take on giving some real interiors to this mod. And recently a modder did a sort of merge of several mods for Elderun, so I think it's good work, because the original Epic Elderun was a little unfinished for the Morrowind standard, because it didn't have interiors or these special rooms. So sort of like Epic Dragonfell, and also that one I finished it, made interiors for the barracks that were missing them. So we can look for things here in this small magazine. Not magazine, but crates. Storage room. Always the same thing. Oh, not sure if that's a problem with the level lists or something else. Anyway, so we have lots of ingredients. We could try a little alchemy.
Finally, something interesting.
We are also hungry. And I have also this mod which I did, trying to make necessities of Morrowind World by also not only using the standard food satchel, but also dragging and dropping things on the paper doll. And it works. It's not so detailed like putting things in the food satchel, but more or less it works. So we could just eat something this way, in theory. Basically everything that has a restore fatigue, and it's some kind of ingredient added from necessities of Morrowind or standard ingredients or Morrowind crafting ingredient, you can eat this way and also drink things, or you can use the usual food satchel. And I should have... No, I don't have any alchemy equipment. Okay, so better give Yashka our things for now. I don't think we can go out from here. The same arrow. I don't know. This is a strange arrow. I'm sorry, but I think there are two possible reasons for this. One is a problem with MWSC Lua, some mod or some recent change to the engine, or I may have some problem with my computer memory, some hardware problem. I will do some memory test for it, but I fear this is not a problem related to this specific save. So I will try loading a different game just to do a last try, but I fear that this stream is not born under a good sign. Let's see if loading a different save changes something, but I don't know. Okay, so I think I will try and load a save with a similar character, but one that I'm using while I explore Silgrad Tower mod. And I think it's interesting because this mod is not so well known, because basically they started developing Tamil Rebuild, and at a certain point there's been a sort of fork about it. Some people wanted to do things in a different way and so on. And so some of the modders that started Tamil Rebuild decided to go on their own, and they released the first part of the mod called Silgrad Tower from one of the cities. And the mod is incomplete, and probably in the future releases of Tamil Rebuild the quality is much better, but all in all the mod is pretty nice. So let's try and see if I am actually able to show it. I think one of these. Okay, not sure about it. better to look at things here. Oh, here you sand. This one. Okay, so and this is one thing that could be useful if you have a similar problem that like memory pointer not working. Maybe trying to load a different save with a different character. You can just understand if it's some kind of corrupted save or a problem which is more general to your setup. So basically, if I keep on having this memory problem, it means it's not a problem with my saves, but it's a problem with something else. So, Silver Tower. We are in a dwelling. And what I find playing the mod is there are plenty of quests to do in this big city here. Because with this mod, I have moved the mod to do not conflict to timer rebuild, obviously. So I've moved it in this area. Basically, this is the mainland of timer rebuild preview, and I moved it here. And the part is more or less this part in timer rebuild mode. And we are now here in the city of Silver Tower, which is the biggest one, I think. And about the mod, this part is pretty well developed. The part that is a little less developed is this city here, Black Light, I think. That's pretty unfinished, but especially Silver Tower is very complete and full of things to do. And so here we are, hopefully without memory pointed arrows so soon. And I don't really remember what I was doing. Oh, it is some kind of investigation about a murder, and we must sort of ask around. Also, we have a quest here to clean some garden. And this is one of the squares. So here is a feathered potion, a pretty low level one, but still useful. So as you can see, Silver Tower is a very big city. I think we can say it's even bigger than places like Old Ibonat in Timer Rebuild. Maybe not bigger in the sense of how many interiors, but in extension, because houses are big. But you can see that it's not something something small. It takes some time also to learn how to navigate it, and there's plenty of things to do. So if you don't know what to play, give it a try. The original one is not really has a bit of a problem because it starts in not such a compatible way, the sort of pirates attacking loud or things like this, but I changed it and you can just teleport there from Mage's Guild or start directly. Well, I don't think I have the mod changes released somewhere, but if you are interested, let me know, and I think I can upload it because nobody's going to go on with the mod on the original authors, because nobody of them is working on it since a lot of time. So for instance, this is house of one of the most famous heroes in the city, called Valeron, I think. And then a strange thing with the lanterns. I don't know if it is something I have alone, but I noticed that depending on the angle you can see the flame or not. Why is this changing so far? Oh, as you can see, from a certain angle you are able to see the flame, and from other angles you cannot. So I think this is not a problem with the number of light that can be shown by the engine. It's a problem of alpha transparencies, because you have the candle flame and you have the lantern glass that is sort of having a conflict with it. But anyway, these new flames by R0 and friends is pretty nice. They look better, and let me see if I can find it. Oh, as you can see here, and also have the fantastic property that they behave like real candles. So if I turn the in theory, if I turn the lantern, the flame should remain vertical. I don't think it's easy to see it with the lantern this way, but let's see if we are able to see it. Okay, so in theory, let me see, can I rotate this thing? Rotate, hold left shift. Not this way. Vertical mode, left alt, okay. Shift. As you can see, the candle is vertical, the flame is vertical, and this is pretty astounding. This is a smart use of some spatial property of the the mesh and so on. And very recently done using MWSealer. So we get back our lantern. And this thing is pretty incredible. And it's a very recent mod released, I think about a week ago, or even less. I have no cheap ingredient to get some more pellet potion. Okay, well, at least for now we did not have memory pointer errors. So I hope that's a save problem, because that would be the best thing, the easier thing to fix, because in theory we can just load the previous save and use that. But you never know, because you have to play a little more to be sure. I don't have a companion here, so it's a little hard to carry things, and I have a lot of books because I found a lot of books and I love having books, but it's hard to carry all of them without friends helping. So I could try and hire. In single towers there are mercenaries. Basically, you can go to the Fighters Guild and you can pay for sort of mercenary ticket, and then you go to some tavern and find the available mercenaries, and you get one. So we could just do something like that. But I'm not actually sure they can carry things for you. Okay, so let's look for a place to spend the night. And the shops are closed by default in Silver Tower. There's some kind of scheduling, but that's another pretty interesting thing. Cannot enter, so I guess we must find something like... Oh, this is open. Okay, I think I will drop some book or something else because I'm not able to carry everything. A book. Zero value. I found a lot of books, but some of them are copies. They are not the original books. Because there are plenty of libraries, but some of the libraries have copy of the books. Oh, I have a bedroll also. It's good. Okay, let's drop this one.
I'm waiting.
Hello, lady. Don't think I can.
My prices are the best.
Oh, she is bartering? Oh, she has also a lot of gold. We could barter this thing. Now we are full of gold weight. So basically this is my gold weight mod, which is making gold, adding gold weight, adding some button spell proportional to the weight, how you set it. And it's using MWSE, still the old version, but MWSE and magic effect, because this way you don't have problem that usually comes trying to add weight to the gold the standard way in the construction set, because that doesn't work well. The game has problems tracking that the gold weight normally, so you have to use some trick to make it safely without messing with the player's encumbrance. Anyway, there are different mods, I think, in Lua that try to do the same thing, but I'm not sure they work, and I prefer to use this kind of implementation using the Barden effect, which is sort of taken from a mod did by Great 7 for the containers. Anyway, it works. It just works. But this way, gold is actually burdening us for about uh, 15 weight units. So a little problem here. We must drop the gold or drop something else.
Speak your needs.
And the lady is not really selling. Ah, this is not bad. A nice robe. Maybe another time. So let's drop things. Oh, I could try and make some strength potion maybe. I want to show you also this thing. This is the I don't remember the name of the mod, but it's a mod by Great7 which is adding filtering interface to the potion making. So this is one mod which is allowing us to make some poison, not only potions, but I don't want to use this. I want to use another mod by Great7 which is adding some kind of filtering, and it works also with the other mod. So we want to do some potion, and you can define some hotkey. By default I'm using the right control key, and this way I can make some kind of filter for the ingredients I see. For instance, I want to make a filter to be able to make some fortify strength potion, maybe. Maybe I don't have the ingredients, but if I have them, I should be able to see them. Let's see. Restoration. Fortify attribute. Strength. So, what the mod is doing is, according to player alchemy skill level, is showing possible ingredients you have that are able to do that kind of potion. But the nice thing is that it is limited by your alchemy knowledge. So if you are very bad with alchemy, it will not show you all the possible combination. So we could use this couple of ingredients. They are pretty expensive, so not sure it's a good idea, but let's try it. And we failed. So not good, but you get the idea. This is pretty nice to have, because you don't really cheat, you just have it's some kind of helping for your alchemic knowledge, but not really cheating, because it's not showing ingredients effect that you normally could not see. And okay, I need to drop more things. Books. I don't want to. I will give the lady a couple of books. Hope she's happy about it. And so, and I was trying to do a mod which was positioning player on the bed with sort of animation with the player sort of sleeping, but I found the problem as usual with Bethesda settings, in that there are some beds that are not aligned in like the others, so there's no generic way you can understand where is the correct part of the bed, where is the bed head place, because some of them are sort of reversed, and so I stopped there because I didn't want to go and make spatial cases for each possible bed available. But maybe in the future we'll try again. But that was the difficult thing. Find the proper orientation of the bed. Maybe I could look for pillows, but as you can see, in this case we have no pillows, so not easy at all. Sometimes things look easy, but when you go and try to make them, it's not so easy. But anyway, let's see if we are able to use this bed, because in theory, by default, if the proprietor does not see us, in theory we could sleep without being catched. So it's sort of like stealing. At least this is in standard game. If you use mods, there are mods that disallow these kind of things, but I think it's not really good, because for the same reason you should not be allowed to steal anything. And so if they don't see me, I can be a bad thief in my personal vision of the game. So I think they open at 7 in the morning, so okay, 10 hours. Ooh. Okay, we are advancing a lot. And okay, personality, always good to have. Willpower, it's good. Strength is even better, but I think I will choose willpower. And luck, because luck is the one thing that by default you cannot really improve in a different way. And luck is pretty nice to have, because luck helps everything in a subtle way, but everything. But no memory point. Oh, we are encumbered because it's raining, so we are now wet. And I don't want to use it. Oh, I have a couple of... Okay, I'm dropping books around like this. But I am a little lost. I think I must go. This part of the city. Oh no, I must go to the rich part of the city. Where there's this sort of there are the manors, or maybe go let me check the quest. We are investigating we should clean from the weeds of Wandering Garden, but I don't feel like doing that now. Okay, let's go and explore some tavern, because in theory we should try to get information about the possible murderer in taverns. Also, we could go to the Council of Elders. Okay, let's go there. It's not far. This place is still closed. Oh, they open at 9. They like to sleep more than people in Bannofa. And I must go here. This looks like... Oh, and you can go to different areas of the city using Google traveling.
Care to see the sights? Where can I take you?
So, that's pretty nice to have. Oh, this is the Council of Elders, where people decide about the city, probably. Can I see his name? Yeah, now I can.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
So we must wait a couple hours to be able to enter. Let's see. Not really making a lot of light. Weapon exhibition. No, we can't really steal anything. So the Council of Elders of Silgrel Tower is formed by the representatives of the three great houses, Lalu, Redoran and Talvani. And there's a councillor representing the Empire, and High Priest and so on.
Rumors flow from the House of Troubles.
Okay, let's go up. So, plenty of books. I don't remember if I replaced a lot of them or not, but because usually when I find, especially in low, very old mods, too many skill books in the same room, I replace them with books with the same mesh, but so there are no more than a couple of free skill books in a room, because else it's too easy. Pretty nice sword, but we have a pretty dangerous guard there. Oh, he must be the super boss. Welcome, Bratton, if I remember correct. You are Shiryu-san, aren't you? Yes, I am. How do you know that? I am the Lord High Counselor. You could expect from me that I know that, even if you are assumed mother of Lionel Julian Bratton. I am no murderer, and you know that. Unlike other cities in Morrowind, in Silgar someone is innocent until we can prove him guilty. Ah, that's good. That Julian explained the situation to the council, and so I decided to release you from prison. If that was all you wanted to talk about, you may leave now. So we can leave. That's good, because previously I have been in prison and not been a good experience. But we found some evidence. Okay, we make a bow and leave. So we must investigate, talk with the possible culprit, the possible mother, which is the son of the victim, and we must also talk with the friends of the victim, which was a baker, a rich baker. So the widow is getting all the money, and the plan of of the son of the victim will not be working very well for this. So maybe also the widow is not really safe, because, you know, kill one, you can kill also two. I don't know. The easier thing would be go and talk with this son of the mother of a baker, but I think it could be pretty useful also to... Oh, we can ask for donation maybe? Oh.
It suffers wounds.
Oh, and this is the Sealed Strider traveling station near the river.
Where would you like to go?
Pretty scenic place. And this is... Oh, over there there's a big tower. So all in all, my opinion about the quality of the mod, at least in parts that are well developed like this one, is not bad at all, because I think we can easily compare the mod quality to the maybe places like Time and Rebuilt, Balogra Zone, or Firewatch. Probably the latest developed parts of Time and Rebuilt are a little more how can I say it, more well developed, with more attention to the detail, but I think Silver Tower quality, at least in this city and the surrounding area, and maybe also this smaller city, Statham, is not really bad. It is really worth playing. The part that is not finished is the Blacklight City. So this part is pretty nice, and also a really scenic swamp area here, so pretty interesting, especially if you have some tree replacer and some grass that you do for the mod. Pretty nice. And from here we can go
I am blessed to be at
to
your service.
Witch Parkeep. This is another city, I think, interesting, but now I'm doing this quest, so
Do I care?
trying to find information about this mother. And oh, this is the fighter guilds, I think. No, shield shop. So I'm looking for a tavern. Oh, and we have a Darnese manor. Maybe it's some kind of homage to the Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. I think it was called Nalia. I'm not sure about it. That was one of the of the party members in Baldur's Gate called the Darnies, something like this. And we have the watchtowers, but I'm looking for a tower, so no, not going this way. And there are also hidden ways to the sewers. As you can see there, let's see if we can go this way. Not really. Let's try this way. Oh, the door is barred. And I don't know if this is actually a script or it could be one mod. I want to check it because it's another interesting thing. The thing is like this. I have this door, this trapdoor, and I have a message telling me that place is bad. What I want to understand is this something added by this mod? Is this something scripted? So what I can do to understand this is just click, open the game console, click my door and type something like this command ORE, and this is telling me that the door is coming from the name of the mod. I already know that it's Silver Tower, but this way you know the mod. But what I'm interested in is to understand if this thing has a script that is giving me that message. So what I can try is this command, show variables, and as you can see we don't see any variables for this particular trapdoor here. So there are two possible explanations of this. One is that the script attached to this door has no variable, and the second one is that the door has no script attached. So in the second case, it means that probably this is my newer mod which is doing his work, because you know, I like to explore new mods that are still in development, old mods that are still good but not finished, like this one, like for instance iVideo conspiracies and so on. And well, you know, exploring this kind of mod that you don't have quests finished, that there are parts that still missing pieces and so on. But personally, one of the most immersion breaking for me when exploring these kind of mods and this new part of the world is not much not having NPCs, not having quests, having some seams in the terrain also. It is when I try to open some door and the door is just rotating like revolving doors and so on, because they are not linked to some interior, and so they move like a sort of rotating thing on their center, so they don't really rotate like a door, and this is really something jarring because it is strange. And also behind the door you often find a wall or things like this. So what it did is trying to use the power of your scripting to find on the fly this kind of not linked doors and attach to them a message like this one. So it is possible that this trapdoor was simply not yet linked to something, and my script is just giving me this message, so this thing is not so strange when you see it rotating in a strange way. So I think that's a pretty interesting mod, and I will release it in a short time, I think, if I find a way to test it a little more. Or if you want to help, just tell me, because basically the mod has needs to be tested, just exploring places like Dungeon Rebuild preview area, where there are a lot of doors like this with this problem. And if you want to help, just tell me, because I think that's pretty nice to have a mod like this. It's really helping. Anyway, we have a magic shop here. Chanter. Here we go to the other. Oh, I want to show you also this. So you can travel this big city using the guard transport, but you can also sort of enter the underworks and explore the sewers like in other big cities. And also there's other more official tunnels you can take to explore the city. But I don't really know where this place is going. Probably it's not really well developed like the rest of the city. But for instance, we could just go out here and see. Oh, the council district. But you can really go out in a place where, without having some jump magic, it's really hard to go out. Let's see if we can squeeze. Can we? Not much. Not really. So it's a little something for thieves, maybe, or a monotonic assassins, things like this. But let's see if we can find some exit we can use. Over there. Oh, we have an exit here. But I don't want to exit there because we just visited it. Let's see. We are still. So I think more or less this kind of trapdoors are more some kind of way to escape the guards or things like this. Maybe better. Oh, this is interesting. Gated. Oh, and this is the market square. Pretty interesting. And has a very big temple. Which I think it has a big atmosphere. Look at this. And I found a couple of glitches, obviously, but I'm trying to fix them as I find them. There's a big one that I'm not sure I know how to solve, but hopefully I will find out. But anyway, let's explore it, see how nice this big temple. So for some reason one of these guards was in the nude, and I tried to give the guard some armor, and that's the one thing that number one thing I tried to fix. And number two is not really a bug, something that in my opinion could be done better, and so I did it. Basically the original shrines that are available are with saints that are not giving you back useful magic effect like this one. And I just exchange a couple of these shrines with shrines of Saint Valot and Shrine of the Tribunal, because these two kind of shrines are the more useful that you usually find in the temples. And this was the second thing that I changed. And the real problem is this mesh collision. For some reason, the collision of this sort of cave mesh is not working, so you don't see this part of the mesh, but you get stuck here, and it's a mesh problem. It's a problem with the mesh, but I don't really know how to solve it, because you should probably have to cut the mesh in a proper way. Maybe I will ask in the Morrowind modding Discord about some help from people able to use Blender and things like this. I'm just an if scope user. I'm not able to do such complicated thing. I don't want to learn Blender just to do something like this. But that's a problem with the collision. Yeah, so this this nice pool is better to be observed from the outside. And but to fix this, we can just use toggle collision, ECL, and we can go out, and then we toggle it again. Okay, but that's pretty nice. I think it's very original. And we have the guards that are walking around continuously. So I will avoid looking at the naked man.
Is there something you need?
And we want to talk with the priest. The priest also is giving hints about the murderer, but we already asked about it. And also, last but not least, we have a pretty nice atmospheric underground music that is sort looping when you are in this big temple. Oh, another spamming account. These are bots because they have different username. But the message is the same. So I think I must remember to shorten the time that the messages are visible. Oh, and this is the garden of the temple. I know people that hate statues in Morrowind mods will be already how can I say it, hating this statue here, but all in all. Oh, and this is another book and things that I dropped here because I'm always with weight problems. Oh, and this is the place where the Guild of Mages is. Pretty interesting. A magic shop. But Morrowind. I must find taverns. I think there are 3 or 4 taverns, but not easy to find them because the city is pretty big. So, but oh, the fast rat. I think this is one town. So let's mark it. Just to have a reference here. Okay. So we are here, we must go out of the temple garden and to the west. Oh, there are also pretty signs. And tell you what, I will disable the chat for now because I am receiving only spamming messages, so I think nobody is interested in them. Let's see. Much better. And the Mages Guild.
What's your story?
Well, our story is a little long. Fast rat. So, this looks like a town. Oh, he's one of the mercenaries. We need the contract. And we can buy the contract at the Fighters Guild, but I was mostly looking for information, but
My selection can't be beat.
I don't think this is a real town. It's like some kind of bakery or
So where are you from?
things like this. So weapons, grocery, clothing, enchanter, magic shop. Oh, I want to show you also there's a sort of poor city area with more shacks.
Do you have something to say, Breton?
I think there should be a door here.
What is this about?
And about the usual shacks and usual things.
I could kill that guar. Those boots are ruined.
But there's not really much to do here. just nice to explore, and it's a pretty big shack, small village on the river.
Go ahead, Outlander. Speak.
Joe here has a scrib, a domestic scrib. Surely there's also a thieves guild, but not sure where they are. And this is the river. I don't remember the name of this river, but you can find a lot of fish here if you are water life. And this is a curious thing. If you use water walk but you are encumbered, you don't really... Oh, okay, now you can. You don't really go out of the water. So to fish is better to find a place. Go fishing, a place with a less steep riverside. Okay, let's fortify luck. Let's see what happens. Trying to catch some fish this way. Oh, it's not easy when you are not expert. Oh. To lure some fish. I'm not sure I can do it. Let's see. Now, not easy. They turn for a moment, but then they go away. Because they tend to swim to the other side of the river. And it will be easier from there, maybe. Well, let's try it. Oh, this one, let's see. This was... Okay, let's do it this way. Let's see if I have the right... use this. Don't want to use this. Okay. I think fishes are trying to go that direction, so I will try from this side of the river. And now they are turning. They are smarter than me. Haha. Got one. So basically, you must find a way to be near the fishes, and then it's easier to get them. You don't have to bash them, just hit nearby. Oh, but maybe we are... Oh, we have still some script jackies, so we should be able to catch... Oh, we got it! So, this is sort of how the game is. It is limited by the possibilities of the standard scripting, because the mod has been done when MWSE was not really available. But all in all, I think that's still not bad until we have some more realistic fishing mod. I think you can see the how the fishing skill is going in the water life book. Not sure I have it. Maybe I sold it. Probably. I don't know. Here it is. So this book is sort of scenic, but there's also some useful thing, because the book is telling how your fishing skill is progressing. So we just started fishing, and so we are really bad, but you get an idea. The more fishes you capture, and the more easier it will become in theory. Okay. So we can enter back the city. And I'm sprinting, but sprinting with the Alt key is using my stamina really fast. But all in all, I am happy. No memory pointer crashing so far. So I think it's really a problem with the save. For some reason, then something in that save that is crashing, giving very nasty memory pointer errors. And I think the normal game, I've seen things like that very rarely with standard scripting or standard games, so I fear that's something related to MWSE Lua or some mod done with MWSE Lua. I'm not sure about it, but I will try and understand if problem is with that. And the water is not really so deep here. And yes, fishes for some reason tend to go to the surface in Morrowind. That's not something really believable, but that's how it works. Oh, and look at this. So, all in all, look at these. They're pretty nice views. Grand Avenue. And there's something really slowing things better to save. I'm looking at the logs to see if I see some error messages, but all in all I see no errors, so things are going pretty well. The Council of Elders is just to the left of the main entrance to the city, so it's pretty easy to find, I think. Then there's the temple area, river. But I'm still trying to find the taverns. And that's not easy. Could be this one. So, I think when you explore a big city like this one, always better to mark interesting places like towns, because sooner or later some quest will ask you to go there. And I'm thinking also more about mods like Heavish, another big mod by Jog with a lot of quests, and some of them ask you to go to a certain town, and the city has 4 or 5 towns, so it's pretty hard to find them the first time. Heavish is not as big as this city, but not very much smaller. Oh, this could be a town. The Tired Silt Striders. Yeah, this one. We are not far from there, luckily. Oh no, the Tired Silt Strider is actually a Silt Strider. I was thinking it was the perfect name. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Oh, right. This is a tower. So I was thinking it was the name of the strider, but no. There's a tower called the Tired Silt Strider. So let's hope they know something. Oh, and this is another mercenary, I think. No, a hunter. Anybody knows about a mother? Oh, we can get some female company. Oh, I remember something about this town. We can get beds here, find in theory courtesans. I don't think you can really. They are just there in the nude. So what I did is I gave her some more dress, because making videos I try to not show much, because you know, hope that young people play Morrowind and so on. These are really nice, I think. If you want to make further potions. Not sure, because I cannot yet see the third ingredient, but I have a feeling these could be useful. So let's see if we can buy them. Oh, and I've seen Danae, I think, using both my vendors tweaking mods, smart merchants, to set the standard setting, the game setting taken from the Joaquin mod, and the trainer skills up and merchant skills chains taken from the Outfusion mercantile and speechcraft increase mod, but also using another mod to make bartering even harder. But I have included recently the same option. Basically, you can also add, if you want to make it like harder button, the more or less the same kind of formulas, and even more because I have 4 possible curves that can define how hard is the price change. So you start with base 10 logarithm, and then you go with more and more difficult kind of settings. So in short, there's no need to use both the modes. You can just use this one if you want, I think. But if you want to use both of them, you just don't use this setting, just keep it disabled and you can use the other one. But more or less they should do the same thing. Anyway, let's ask about this mother, but nobody knows about.
What do you ask of me?
So probably not the right
shouldn't be here.
A better game. Oh, this is interesting because basically the Silver Tower people try to include in the mod a very popular implementation of the chess game done by, I think, Soralis. But they try to. I love you, Mr. Evan. Thank you, Samet. Nah, a real person after a couple of bots. It's always good to have. Basically, this is the chess game in theory implemented in Morrowind. So they try to give the game a different feel, calling it battle game and so on. We have this Breton explaining us the rules. Problem is, last time I tried it, it was not working as expected, so I don't know if I have bugged some scripts or there's some problem with the meshes here, but I will try again, see if some incompatibility with maybe some changes from the Morrowind code patch or things like this. But I will try again, see what happens. But first I will say, because this is a very complex script, imagine in Morrowind you have scripting that are in theory able to play chess with the player. So better to save. Okay, let's see what happened. Set up the chessboard or pick it up. I want to set up. Choose your opponent. White player, black player. No, I want the black to be master player. Let's see what happens.
What's he doing?
So there's something not working as expected. But in theory, I think they should move to the proper chessboard place. So I will try and see if I'm able to fix this thing. But in theory, you should be able to play chess. Anyway, let's let's load it, because I don't want to walk the save. But first I will take a note about trying to fix this. Obviously it's hard that I'm able to fix such a complex script, but I think I could try and download the original chess mod by Soralis and maybe replace it here. See if I'm able to make it work. So we take a note about the chess, this chess piece here, console, and try writing something. Like BC, try to fix chess. Okay. And then I will load the save because I don't know if starting the game with the chess not working properly, it's a good idea, so better to avoid it. But anyway, I think it would be nice to have that chess game working. Also because they are big scripts, so if they don't work, it doesn't make sense to keep them in the mod because they are very long scripts. So if we are not able to make them work, probably it is better just to strip them.
Its scent is unfamiliar.
Yes. You may speak.
Okay, so finding a tavern giving us information about this mother friends it's not easy. Oh, the Forgotten Pub. This is promising. Not sure about it, but that's the one I can see for now. So north.
Your turn to talk, ours to listen.
And to go there, we need to go this way, down to the right. I think that is some dam of thieves, so come on a tongue. Thieves probably.
What's this about?
When they talk about the Thieves Guild,
Speak up.
but nobody is talking about the murder. Another mercenary. Oh, we got the arrow. We got the memory pointer arrow. So I think I will stop here because must find a way to catch where the problem is, but all in all not bad because we have been able to play a lot with this Silver Tower exploration without crashing. I think all in all the stream has been saved by Silver Tower. So sometimes having 3 or 4 different characters in different places helps. And also this way you can see more mods, interesting mods that maybe are not so easily seen because they are old or they conflict with something else like Time Rebuild, and so usually people just skip them. But usually when I manage to test them a little, so they are more or less working. When I move them, I release them because nobody's going to actually go on with those old mods. But you know, it takes a lot of time because mods like this one are really big. Anyway, thanks for watching. The few of you that did it. I will not thanks the bots spamming my chat, but you know, nothing I can do with them. And so I hope they are not really bothering people. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.